Hey everyone, welcome back to Coin Collector's Haven. If you're a fan of rare coins and historical treasures, you're in for a treat today. We're counting down the top 5 ultra-rare Washington $quarter coins. We'll dive into their history, unique features, and current market values. So let's jump right in. 1980 Washington Quarter. The Washington $quarter has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1932. Commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features the iconic profile of America's first president. The reverse initially showcased the majestic eagle with outstretched wings. The 1980 Washington Quarter retains Flanagan's classic design on the obverse. You'll see George Washington's profile facing left, the word Liberty above his head, the year 1980 below his chin, and the motto "In God We Trust" to the left. On the reverse, the traditional eagle design is prominently displayed. The eagle is clutching a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness, with olive branches below representing peace. The inscriptions "United States of America" and $quarter surround the eagle. In 1980, quarters were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver. You can identify the mint by the mint mark located just to the right of Washington's ponytail. AP represents Philadelphia, while AD denotes Denver. Notably, quarters from this year do not contain silver, as they are made from a copper nickel-clad composition. When it comes to value, condition is everything. Most 1980 quarters in circulation are only worth their face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins or those in mint state condition can fetch higher prices. As of today, an MS65 graded 1980 quarter can be worth around $5 to $10. Error coins from 1980 can also be quite valuable. For instance, a quarter with a double die obverse or reverse error can be worth significantly more, often ranging from $50 to several $100s, depending on the severity and demand. So, what should you look for when collecting 1980 Washington quarters? First, check the overall condition. Look for coins with minimal wear and clear details. Next, inspect for any mint marks, and finally, keep an eye out for any unusual features or errors. 1982 Washington Quarter. The Washington Quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1982 quarter is particularly noteworthy, so let's explore its design and features. On the obverse side, we see the familiar profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His depiction has remained largely unchanged since its introduction. The 1982 quarter features the standard inscriptions "Liberty" at the top, "In God We Trust" on the left, and the year 1982 at the bottom. Now, turning to the reverse side, we have the iconic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching a bundle of arrows and olive branches, symbolizing war and peace. The words "United States of America" arch above the eagle, while "E pluribus unum" and $quarter are inscribed below. Let's talk a bit about the historical context of the 1982 quarter. During this period, the U.S. Mint was facing a significant change. Due to budget constraints and rising metal costs, the production of proof and uncirculated sets was halted for 1982 and 1983. This decision made the coins from these years, including the Washington Quarter, relatively scarce and higher grades. The 1982 Washington Quarter was minted in 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins do not have a mint mark, while Denver coins bear the D mint mark. Here are the mintage numbers. Philadelphia 500,931,000. Denver 480,042,788. These high mintage numbers mean that finding a 1982 quarter in circulation isn't too difficult. However, finding one in excellent condition can be a bit more challenging. Now let's discuss the value of the 1982 Washington Quarter. In circulated condition, these quarters are typically worth their face value, 25 cents. However, in uncirculated or higher grades, the value increases. A 1982 quarter in MS60 condition might fetch around $1, while one in MS65 condition can be valued between $10 to $15. Coins in superb condition, like MS67 or higher, can go for $50 or more. When assessing the value of your 1982 quarter, consider its luster, the presence of any scratches or wear, and the clarity of the details. Using a magnifying glass or a coin microscope can help you better evaluate its condition. 1983 Washington Quarter. The Washington Quarter, first introduced in 1932, was designed by John Flanagan to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1983 Washington Quarter continues this legacy with its iconic design, featuring Washington's profile on the obverse and the American eagle on the reverse. 1983 was a significant year for the Washington Quarter for several reasons. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced a combined total of over 1.6 billion quarters that year. Here's the breakdown. Philadelphia Mint No Mint Mark approximately 673 million coins. Denver Mint D Mint Mark approximately 617 million coins. Notably, there were no proof quarters minted in San Francisco for circulation in 1983, which makes the uncirculated coins from Philadelphia and Denver even more interesting to collectors. So what makes the 1983 Washington Quarter special? First, there was no official mint set released in 1983. This means that collectors can't rely on mint sets to find high-quality, uncirculated examples. Instead, they have to find them in circulation, which can be quite a challenge. The value of a 1983 Washington Quarter depends heavily on its condition. Circulated coins generally have less value, typically ranging from 25 cents to a few dollars. However, uncirculated and high-grade coins, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch significantly more. For example, circulated 1983 quarters $0.25 $5 Uncirculated MS65 $10 to $20. Uncirculated MS67 $100 to $200 or more. Another aspect that can increase the value of a 1983 quarter is the presence of errors or varieties. Some known errors include off-center strikes, double dies, and coins struck on improperly prepared planchets. These errors can make a 1983 quarter worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. If you're looking to add a 1983 Washington Quarter to your collection, here are a few tips. Check your change. Always keep an eye out for quarters in your daily transactions. You never know when you might find a gem. Use a magnifying glass. This helps you spot errors and assess the condition of the coin more accurately. These are great places to find high-quality quarters and meet other collectors. Get your coins graded for higher value coins. Consider getting them professionally graded to ensure their value and authenticity. 1984 Washington Quarter. The Washington Quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It replaced the standing Liberty Quarter, which had been in circulation since 1916. The design features a profile of George Washington on the obverse, created by sculptor John Flanagan. This design has remained largely unchanged, becoming a symbol of American coinage. The 1984 Washington Quarter is part of this long-standing series. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington, with the word Liberty above his head and the year 1984 below. The reverse features an eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows, with 2 olive branches beneath. The inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum surround the eagle. In 1984, the Washington Quarter was produced at 3 mints: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced coins for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors. Here are the mintage numbers. Philadelphia, approximately 676 million coins. Denver, approximately 546 million coins. San Francisco, approximately 3.5 million proof coins. Now let's talk about value. The value of a 1984 Washington Quarter depends on its condition and mint mark. Circulated quarters are generally worth their face value of 25 cents, but uncirculated and proof coins can be worth more. Here's a quick rundown. Circulated coins generally worth face value, unless in exceptional condition. Uncirculated coins MS60, MS65 can range from $1 to $5. Proof coins usually valued between $3 to $10 depending on the condition. Coins with unique errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can be worth significantly more, often fetching prices ranging from $50 to several $100 depending on the error and its severity. If you're looking to collect 1984 Washington Quarters, here are some tips. check your change, you might find valuable coins right in your pocket change. Look for high-grade coins. Coins in mint state condition are always more valuable. Invest in a magnifying glass. This helps in spotting errors and tiny details. Store properly used coin holders or albums to protect your coins from damage. 1986 Washington Quarter Dollar. The Washington quarter has a storied history, dating back to its first minting in 1932, which marked the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. But today, we're focusing on a specific year, 1986. By 1986, the Washington quarter had already been a staple in American currency for over 50 years. It was designed by John Flanagan, whose initial design has seen only slight modifications over the decades. The 1986 quarter continued to feature the same familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the American eagle on the reverse. Flanagan's design was chosen through a national competition, beating out over 100 other entries. The simplicity and elegance of Washington's profile and the powerful eagle on the reverse have made this coin a favorite among collectors. Let's take a closer look at the 1986 Washington quarter. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic profile of George Washington, along with the inscriptions "Liberty and God We Trust" and the year 1986. The reverse features a majestic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath it, symbolizing peace and strength. One interesting fact about the 1986 quarter is that it was part of a decade that saw no major changes in the design or composition of the coin. It's made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, which includes an outer layer of copper-nickel and a core of pure copper. Now, let's talk about value. The value of a 1986 Washington quarter can vary significantly based on its condition and mint mark. Quarters minted in Philadelphia no mint mark and Denver D mint mark are the most common. However, those minted in San Francisco S mint mark are proof coins and are more sought after by collectors. In circulated condition, a 1986 quarter is typically worth its face value of 25 cents. However, in uncirculated or mint state condition, it can be worth a bit more, generally between $1 and $5. Proof coins, especially those in perfect condition, can fetch higher prices, sometimes up to $10 or more. To determine the value of your 1986 quarter, it's crucial to understand coin grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. Key factors include the coin's luster, strike, and presence of any wear or damage. When handling your coins, always hold them by the edges to avoid fingerprints and oils that can damage the surface. Store them in a cool, dry place, and consider using protective holders or albums to keep them in pristine condition. Here are some fun facts about the 1986 Washington quarter. Did you know that over 500 million quarters were minted that year? Also, despite its widespread use, finding a 1986 quarter in perfect condition can be quite challenging, making it a prized addition to any collection.